I can only imagine the horrors you witnessed in Macomb. Rest, Holiday, and put aside your trauma for tomorrow. The tome is an impossible burden, Detective. Why don't you lay your head down and enjoy the amenities that the Baroness can offer? How much of your time is spent taking care of Miss Shelley, Bebop? The double life you lead must be exhausting. Take some time for yourself.
You deserve it.
Patience. You now find yourself the Alice to my Cheshire Cat. So please, indulge in your personal Lewis Carroll fantasy as long as you wish. Such wonderful sights and experiences await you here at the Baroness. I know what you're thinking, Paradox. Sadly, there are no tchotchkes for you to take as a souvenir from your time at the Baroness. Just the memory of an unforgettable experience. Reality twists and bends around you. How can this be? Has the Baroness turned on its loyal servant? Or has a fledgling god lost his mind in the face of the patrons? Your heart beats faster as you find yourself in new territory, slowly but surely realizing that here you are no predator, merely vermin scuttling down the hall. It won't be long before you find yourself feeling something that's eluded you for centuries.
Fear.
Professor, a little birdie told me that your anniversary is coming up. How wonderful. I would love to extend the Baroness's hospitality to you and your wife. The pursuit of excellence is a marathon, not a sprint. And while you are miles ahead of your competition, you still have miles to go. So please, take this time to rejuvenate yourself and relax. Fairfax Industries will be there tomorrow. You can take some me time today. You've looked so hard for answers, Victor, yet they still elude you. It must be exhausting. Take a moment to rest. The mysteries of your past will be there tomorrow. Lady Geist, I have the most wonderful room for two. I'm sure that you and Oathkeeper will be happy at the Baroness. I'd offer you advice, but I know you wouldn't take it. Good luck in your pursuit, Seven. I hope in the end, the price that you paid was worth it. The OSIC is lucky to have you, Hayes. Your commitment to your work is an inspiration. But even you deserve some R&R. Why don't you take a PTO day at the Baroness? Vindicta, how many lives have you claimed?
Do they weigh on you?
If so, rest and purge yourself of that nagging sense of guilt. If not, take a moment to revel in the fruits of your labor. You ruined many lives, Infernus. Do you really think that saving Hank's bar will make up for the harm you caused? You wrestle with so much guilt. The things you know you did, and even more horrifying, the things you forgot. But at the Baroness, you don't need to worry about Ettrick or the expedition. Let me lighten the load. Maurice, Krill is dead weight. An albatross whose petty schemes have driven you to hide in the muck like a common criminal. But you're not common. You're exceptional. Free yourself of him and see this for yourself. Krill, your brilliance shines in the dark, but it would be radiant in the sun. Why do you lower yourself to Maurice's standards? Your blind loyalty to him has cost you opportunity after opportunity. Cast him aside. Accept who you are. Lash, lash, lash. You have been such a naughty boy lately. Whatever should I do with you? You were in love once, but that has given way to spite and jealousy. You don't need a divorce. You need time together. Why don't you stay in our honeymoon suite? Wyoming can wait, Mirage. If your goal is to protect Nishala, there is no safer place in the world than the Baroness. I see you, Calico. Your heart is cold, but it is not dead. There is a part of you that has not buried the past. It's not too late to rethink your choices. Stay a while. The Baroness has a way of calming the tempest of the mind. Wesley, you dedicated your life to protecting others, but in the end you couldn't protect your son, or his wife, or their children. How many moments of their lives did you miss because you were too busy? Because you were traveling for work, because your calling was important, and your family would be there when you return. Yes, their lives were stolen, but it was you who robbed them of a father. Well done. You know, Kane, one day you will actually believe the legend you sell to people, and on that day you will die screaming. Normally, I would take this time to make you confront your inner demons, but in order to do that, you'd have to be a person with some sort of actual passion and drive. But you're not. You're a caricature of outrage, a contrarian who thinks that hating something is the same thing as being interesting. So please leave. You're dreadfully boring. You don't belong in the Baxter Society, Shiv. You know this. But there will always be a place for you here at the Baroness. Fathom, your dreams of conquest are over. The adversary's grasp of the deep will not be broken by the likes of you, a forgotten god with no one to worship him. Aaron, your mother and father love you and would be glad to see you come home. Sorry, I tried, but I couldn't keep a straight face. You have no home. Ivy, you're a good person, and I have no desire to torment you here. Just know this. In 5 years, one of the Arroyos is going to die, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. Mina. Your future was stolen from you by an assassin's bullet and replaced with the promise of eternal youth. We both know how well that's turned out for you. You're a child just learning to play a game that others have spent hundreds of years perfecting. You are destined to fail. I've seen you eye the Baroness as you stumble through Manhattan, wondering what life could be like if you were the sort of person worthy of its hospitality. Viper, I'm here to tell you that you are worthy. Just stay. You belong here. I suppose the Baroness is much like the Cube, a warm refuge where you get to feel the glorious embrace of oblivion. What do you want, Warden? I can't restore the childhood you were denied, but you can be happy here. All you have to do is choose to stay. You're a gambling woman, right, Wraith? I bet you don't have the will to stay here until I'm finished talking. You're probably scoffing at the idea right now. Why would I do that? There's nothing to gain. And yet, you're curious. Maybe the risk is worth the reward. Maybe there is a carrot at the end of the stick. Even as your life is slowly ebbing from your body, you wonder if this is a trick. Some sort of meta-commentary that is challenging you, and if you stay the course, riches await. They don't. Well, maybe they do, and this is part of the trick. Maybe I'm desperate to stall time because I need you to back out before you gain immeasurable power. Are you still alive? I can keep talking. You're fun. Your brother died to save your life, Kaori, and what do you have to show for it? A life of exile in a country full of people that can't be bothered to learn your real name, and an organization that is a shadow of its former glory. Just give up, Kaori. Sorry, I forgot it's Yamato now.